Well, hello there. Today is a great day. Obi-Wan. Also, grilled cheese. Also, 7-year anniversary of quitting cold turkey cigarettes. That was really cool too. Nice. But yeah, hey, welcome to the vlog. Cool stuff to talk about. We've actually seen some movies. We may even watch some more tonight. We've actually seen some TV we can talk about. We'll get to that. I've played some other games I definitely want to talk about. And just some other news in life and all that. So we will get there. I have like small minor wedding update. We'll get to all that. As usual, if you're new here or did not know, I do chapter I do chapter stops on these videos. So if parts of this is not your jam or you want to skip around or you get bored with a section, want to see the other sections, just click that description down there. You see a whole bunch of like blue letters or blue numbers, excuse me, and I'll tell you what that section is. Just click on that, jump right to it, or you see hash marks in the timeline under the video. But first we are going to do the food because it is 5:41 p.m., a little bit later than I would have gotten started normally on March 9th, 2022. And luckily it's fairly simple grilled cheese today, but they should be delicious. But without further ado, and then we'll talk about all that stuff. And yeah, because we gotta tell you what we thought about the Batman with no spoilers, and some other things we've watched and a whole lot more. All right, let's get to it. Let's cook. And as always, we are using this magazine that got Food Network soups, but there's 50 grilled cheese in the back. If you want to see these the recipes they have, it's almost exactly the same online. Just Google 50 grilled cheese Food Network, or I have a link in the description below. And aside from a few sandwiches, it's pretty much all the same stuff that's in here. Now we are in the Sweet 16 on the pay side of things. Last year, Mary and I went through 32 of the 50 grilled cheese in here, narrowed that down to our favorite 16, so hence we're doing the Sweet 16. We're halfway through that. We have picked 4 of the Elite 8 already, and today will be the first time we find out about a matchup. And I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But first, let's talk about what we're actually doing today. So today, we're putting the number 15, the potato chip, against the number 40 fried mozzarella. So the potato chip, we're gonna spread yellow mustard on 1 slice of whole wheat bread, top with 2 slices of American cheese and 8 potato chips, top with another slice of bread, cook, flipping once until golden in our usual butter. And for the fried mozzarella, a little bit fancier, but I still feel like this fits more on the more classical side. We're going to whisk together 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of milk in a shallow dish. Then we're gonna mix together a 1/4 cup of flour and 2 tablespoons of grated Parmesan in another dish. We're gonna sandwich 2 slices fresh mozzarella between 2 slices of white bread. And I just realized something I've been doing slightly wrong, but at least I'll stay consistent. Coat with the flour mixture and then the beaten egg, and then we cook, flipping once until golden. So I want to tell you about what everything beat. But what I just realized that I have done wrong is it does say fresh mozzarella. So it's like 2 slices, so I should have got, I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna use the same cheese we used last time. It still won in what it won against, but I don't remember what it won against. And that's what we're about to look up and find out. So, okay, so here we go. Let me just find it on here. So, okay, so the potato chip beat out the crunchy nacho, which I don't remember what it is, but it said it's a close call. Crunchy nacho could be a wild card if we needed one. And that was June 3rd of 2021, if that helps you look back in the archives. And then, pretty sure I did the other one late because I'm new to kind of dredging and stuff, so I put it off for a while. Yeah. On October 21st of 2021, another very close round, we put up the fried mozzarella versus the 46 barbecue roast beef. And of course there's no notes there, but that was other than very close round. So that's where we're at with that. So that's pretty cool. And now I'll show you what we're working with. Let me angle down. So really the only thing we have to prep today is just grating some Parmesan cheese. So of course I got my Murray's Parmesan, I got an egg and a ramekin just so I don't crack shell into everything. Usual French's yellow mustard, the amazing Tillamook sea salt butter that I love so much. And it's kind of hard to find right now, but I'm getting lucky. We got a few packs of just random little Lay's. Figured we'd do basic potato chips, although this could be really good with any kind of potato chip. We got the Kroger Deli American cheese I love so much. And then yeah, here's the low moisture mozzarella. It's fine, it works for this, but I probably should have been working with regular mozzarella. I got some flour and just bunny white bread and our very own Nature's Own whole wheat bread. And that is what we are working with. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grate out the 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. So let me get a little something I can kind of eyeball the measurements with. Because again, this does not need a lot of parm. But I do love parm. So there's probably gonna be a little extra in there. Because a lot of it stays in the dredge. All right. I did not put a wet paper towel under the cutting board because I don't really have a lot of cutting to do. I'm probably gonna use my mandolin to slice me up some veggies later because I'm starting to put together diet snack packs because I do want to start losing some weight for the wedding. But Obi-Wan, oh yeah. More like Obi, yeah. That's a bad joke. Welcome to my channel. Oh, and I'm sorry for the hands. It doesn't show up that bad in the camera. I'll try to show you. It's actually healing up quite nicely, but those butter burns from the gumbo, that was legit. That was legit. So this is one of the bowls I'm going to use for dredging. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the cheese in there. Just kind of get an idea how much I got. I'm going to call that a tablespoon. Yeah, I think we actually may have kind of gotten just about the perfect amount here. Yeah, pretty much. If I can get this in there. Wow, since when do I grate the perfect amount of cheese? Hello, Mary!
I know.
All right. So that's that. Put this back in this Ziploc bag that's still a little too big for, but if you struggle with it, you can kind of make it work. Actually, taking that nose right now off of it actually may have made just enough difference. Yeah, that was a little bit easier. All right, so I think we mixed the flour with that, right? How much was it? A quarter cup, I think? Oh, Mary, do you want to open your flour or do you trust me to do it? Because it's a brand new bag. Mix a quarter cup of flour. All right, she's gonna do that. Well, what do I do in the other thing? Is it just the egg? Where the hell am I looking? I lost it. Yeah, okay. Oh, well, okay, yeah, milk and an egg. All right, 2 tablespoons of milk. But let's actually...
Oh, this one's squeezed really good, actually.
Well, then I'm glad I put that on you and not on me.
I was just reading that the Muppets Electric Mayhem band is getting its own show on Disney Plus.
Oh, cool. Not my best crack. Ah, okay. Whatever, I got the egg out. And luckily you're beating it, so I don't mind it. There we go. Electric Mayhem, that could be interesting. Okay, I'm gonna take my ring off, get that out of the way. So I need to put this back. I didn't really use it for anything. How much? Christ. Okay, here we go. Here's Eric being like totally confused about what he's doing. Let me figure it out. How much milk? I know I need a quarter cup of flour, but how much milk? He said like 2 tablespoons or something. This doesn't have to be precise either. This can be a little off. 2 tablespoons of milk. Well, then I'm glad I did not put the tablespoon away yet. We got Mary's whole milk. Oh, wasn't expecting it to bubble up on me a little bit. Oh, what the fuck? I'm not used to milk being bubbly. Okay. Made it hard to measure. That was weird, but it was like a bubble penis was like squishing out. It was like a Play-Doh thing, but squishing out a stream of bubble. It was weird. I liked it, but it was weird. Quarter cup of flour in that one. Just doing the thing where I put the scoop in the bag, use the sidewalls to get a nice flat, perfect measure. Dump that out. Use Mary's baby whisk, or one of them. There it is. Mix the dry first. And you want to do it in a shallow bowl. Actually, I can go ahead and get rid of this, can't I? gonna do this in a shallow bowl, shallow wide bowl. Honestly, I might have gone too shallow. And since I know I'm going in the middle, I'm gonna try and kind of pack some of the cheese into the middle for sure. Okay. I'm gonna set that aside for a moment. Let's whisk up the egg and milk mixture. There we go, now it's starting. Oh, how about that Obi-Wan trailer, y'all? How about the Batman, y'all? Been a good week to be a nerd. Unless you're a DC nerd. Well, I guess you got the Batman, so it's still a good week to be a nerd. And what I meant by that was pretty much all the rest of the DC movies. There were supposed to be a bunch this year. Yeah, they all got delayed. Half of them got delayed to 2023, so that current video they have out about 2022, DC has heroes, or Warner Brothers has heroes. Yeah, that's now officially out of date. So, sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna leave the whisk there for a moment. And we're gonna put we're putting all that closer to the side we're actually gonna be dredging on, because we wanna dredge it and put it pretty much right in the pan. Just wiping off all those dry ingredients from the board. And now we begin to build. So, start with potato chip, I guess, because that's like the simplest ingredients. Not that either of these are difficult. Yep, yellow mustard on 1 slice of the whole wheat, 2 American cheese, 8 potato chips. Okay, so we're getting this fresh bag of whole wheat. Hello, Jack. Hello there, Jack.
General Daddy.
I love that little boy. He's gotten way chiller lately, too. I don't know. We appreciate it. Alright, so we got that bread out. And again, it doesn't really tell you, but, you know, I like yellow mustard, so I'm not afraid of having too much. I'm gonna make up that coleslaw at some point, too. Sorry, that was just for my own brain. Ugh. Hate mustard water, though. It seems very gross. Thought I shaked it up. Thought I shook it up. That may be way too much, I don't know. But you know, you want to make sure you taste it a little bit. Just try to spread it so you get a nice little bit in every bite. Actually, maybe I'm just about just right, honestly. Nice little coating. Come on, let me get you there, homie. Nice. Very nice. And we're gonna put... I might be doing this slightly different than I wanted. Not that I have to follow this so specifically, but you know me. Okay, so we're gonna put the cheese on top of the mustard so the potato chips don't go against the mustard. Again, not sure that actually matters, but try to be as authentic to what they're recipeing as possible. Okay, and that's 2 slices just right out the bag. Just slide those right in there. That looks good. Cleaning as we go, cleaning as we go. And then I'm done with the flour if at any point you want to deal with it, because I know you like rubber band it. You have a really good system for putting that together. I have not learned it yet. I don't deal with flour that often. So we might actually open a couple of these bags because we want like 8 good chips, even though we're really gonna crush them down. So, you know, I don't know. That's 1, 2-ish. Probably not. That would be dumb. I can just make it up.
That would be dumb.
3-ish.
Excuse to open bags and eat.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna say that with that addition, it's 3. I grabbed a bag. Apparently, it's been crushed all to hell, though. Call that 4, 5, 5.5,
5 3/4.
6. Dude, ooh, don't mess me up right now. You know I get flustered when I cook. And we're just trying to make sure we get like, you know, kind of a somewhat even amount of potato chip in each bite, I guess is what I'm aiming for. So that should be fine. Okay. And that's all I do, right? Then I'm just gonna put it together. And then top with another slice of bread. Yup. Crunch. Crunchy crunchers. Okay, so. Yeah, okay. I was just trying to decide which way. Well, I guess we actually want to go pan down with that. So, okay, that's fine. That is fine. We'll figure it out. Let me open up this mozzarella. Mozzarella, por favor. Did I need to scrape more cheese? I don't think so, but I don't know. We're about to read and see. That wasn't too bad, actually. All right, we got our egg and milk in the shallow bowl. In the shallows, we got our flour and our parm in another dish. 2 slices of mozz between white bread. That's all we do. Then we coat and cook. So sweet. Okay, let's get us 2 nice pieces of white out of here. I feel like I need to make some other stuff to dredge while we've got because it won't take everything we've got to dredge this. You know, it's a lot more dredge than you need for one sandwich. But it's not dredging is not one of those things you can just do a little. You have to have a certain amount or you can't work with it. Right, Jack?
Right, Daddy.
Do y'all know we have a talking cat?
Yeah, Daddy's on some good drugs.
That first piece I pulled out is a thick boy. So the second piece is kind of awkwardly thin. I'm gonna take a slightly better thick boy piece there. Thick boy. Man, I can't believe we're this close to cooking already. It's a good thing this week we have a lot of other stuff to talk about. Go ahead and prep some butter pads here. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and on a medium lowish heat. Let's go ahead and get the pans warming up a little bit. But as we've learned, we don't want to overwarm them or the butter burns too fast. All right, heat is up, my dear. We're about ready. I'll probably need you on this because I have to kind of do the dredging and all that, so.
Okay.
So I know that's a little bit more than I usually use on one, but I had an awkward little pad of butter. Well, crap, that last bit is a little awkward too. All right. All right, I'm gonna put away my cheeses and my mustard while we let that heat just a second. We'll reposition the camera and it'll be about time. And I'm excited for next week, although don't hold me to it, my mind can always change. But I think we're gonna do a corned beef and cabbage soup. It's like potatoes in it and everything. I think it actually comes out of this magazine, honestly. Okay. All right, Jack. Jack attack. I need you not in the way here, buddy. All right. Okay, we got heat in the pans. So, what do you think, Mary? Let me move this over. Wrong direction. Well, I guess I can dredge it because it's going to sit in the flour, right? How do you dredge? You go wet and then dry? I forget what it told me to do. I guess that makes sense. You go wet and then dry.
Right.
This is not a double dredger.
By the way, don't ask me anything about dredging because I don't do that stuff.
No, actually, it's a coat with the flour and then the beaten egg. Huh. Okay.
That's one of those things where I would go online and double check that. You know how they edited some of those after the fact?
It worked before. I mean, you can see this is taking up some of the... Do we just want to say screw it and do our own version?
I don't know.
I got
I know nothing about dredging.
wet hand, dry hand.
Because it... I'm sorry. It just seems like it barely holds any flour to...
Yeah, I mean, you need something sticky, so I'm going to just do that. I'm just going to go back and do it that way. So this is not how we did it before, but screw it, you know?
Oh yeah, so you actually can see.
Stuff sticking to it this way. Heads up, Napoleon. I gotta swing across and hopefully not drop stuff on you.
Napping man, that is a bad place to be. And you know it. You think, yeah, Mom, fine.
Take away all my fun. He finally comes upstairs. He hasn't been upstairs all day.
Because he thinks he can get noms.
That's, yeah. Okay. Alright, butter in the pan. Butter in the pan. Go ahead and take this heat down about a medium low on both of these. Again, you gotta adjust your heat for your own situation. And then actually, I got these backwards. I wanna put the dredged one in the bigger pan with more butter. So we'll figure that out.
What are you, Jack? What are you doing?
He's excited. He just wants to play.
Hi, babies.
Come on.
It's not quite that time yet, y'all.
Okay. Come on, butter. Butter's taking, I got the low heat's taking the butter a little bit longer than I normally do. All right, I can get this sandwich down. It's American cheese, that'll melt, no problem. Come on, butter. There we go. And in the pan. I hope I didn't actually screw it up by second guessing the dredging. If you are a professional, if you have skills with this, please let me know if we can do this better or differently. And if that was a mistake or not, although I guess we'll find out.
Well, here's my general thought is the whole point of doing this is so that the floury stuff actually sticks to the bread, so you would want to be wet first.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Let's make it a wee gooey. That's you, sorry, thank you. Why not? Not that many dishes to deal with today. All right, now we're just...
Then just slice some veggies?
No, I was just gonna do that. That's not like on camera, that's just
Okay.
for me. I don't think it's that exciting. If I'm not making it for a dish, it's, you know.
I thought you said you were doing it before you started cooking. That's...
Oh, no. I just got some celery I want to dice up because my new diet snack is celery and hot sauce. And tomatoes I want to slice up to have ready for sandwiches.
For Sammy's?
Yeah. And some cucumbers for some tahini. All right, we got some nice bubbling going on here, kind of like it's frying, so that's good. Make sure I get these things over the heat.
Oh, yeah.
And then I wonder if I should use our man Mikey P's flip tongs on that so I don't lose the potato chips. Let's just do it. Sandwich flip tongs. Hopefully this one goos together. I'm glad I put a lid on that because that mozz's taking a little bit longer to melt through. But we still got some nice buttery cooking happening over there. Give that one a little bit longer. I was working in the forest. I don't know. Then that's when I heard the chorus singing something. It was funky. Something about chunky monkey. Now I want ice cream. It's good for dieting.
I wish.
Yeah, right.
Because that like Halo and whatever that similar things are just not that great.
Hello. Give this one a little mushy mush. This one might be ready to flip it, honestly. I'll check it. No. Oh, geez, no, not at all. Okay. Got into that one too soon. I may have my heats a little too low. Let's actually take that heat up a little bit. Okay. This one, on the other hand, I think might be. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to have to do these over.
Okay, I'm ready to run in here.
Okay.
I'm having trouble just standing still.
I understand. You can communicate with the fans. You can touch my butt.
I always touch your butt.
No, she does always touch my butt. I can touch your butt.
From here? Or from there?
Mentally. I'm gonna take the lid off for a second. I want to check this out. Oh, that's perfect. All right, butter.
Honey.
Actually, I got it. Sorry. I have a pretty good handle on this one. I appreciate it, but I got it on this one. I just hope it melts before. That one's really undercooking, so it should be fine. And I am using a little bit more butter on this one since it's kind of being fried. Butter. Nutty buddy. Ooh, the pan over there is starting to look kind of dry. Come on. Here we go, and scene? I don't know.
Just real fast.
Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. That actually looks.
That looks nice.
That does look nice. Okay. Off with the hands again.
Hi,
Check
Dad.
this puppy real quick. I might want you to butter me on this one. Oh. Yeah, butter please.
Big or small?
Small. Thank you. Caught this one just in time. Oh, I was gonna use the flipper. I think I can get it. Famous last words. But I tell you, that flipper really came in handy on like that grilled zucchini one. Actually, I'm gonna get back into the mozzarella pan and see if I can change something real fast too. Ooh, yeah, look at that. That's kind of a perfect toasting on that. All right. Any longer, it could have been problematic. Okay. All right. It smells excellent in here. Well, since I didn't use these, of course I got a little grease on them. Perfect. Well, I guess I will wash them then. That's right, plenty of room in the washing machine. The dishwasher. In the dishwasher. I need to take this heat back down. That cheese, that American cheese is surprisingly, it's melty, but it's not like as melty as I expected. The mozz looks like it's getting kind of melty. It melted around the edges nicely. I just hope it's melting on the inside. And then honestly, before we take it out, actually, let me splash some of this butter up on some of the sides a little bit. Just trying to do that to try to take off some of the raw flour. Drip maybe. There we go. All right. Well, we are at 27 minutes. Why is is the sun? Oh yeah, the sun is, hold on, let me get I just noticing the shot looks kind of washed out. Yeah, it's where I could use a matte box. There we go. The guns will come out. No, that could be taken wrong. Okay. How are we doing? Got a feeling that one is close. Yeah, it does seem to be getting a little bit meltier now. All right, I'm gonna check this bad boy. The mustard smells great in here. It's a little toasty on the bottom here. Oh, perfect. Just in time.
Yay.
Nailed it. Hi.
Drop it.
No, that was more about I touched it and I was like, oh good. Get yourself some more butter burns, Eric. Good plan. Of course, well, I can go ahead and start moving the camera over. So you can see that was the second side that just came out, how good that looks. All right, let's check on this bad boy. How you doing? Smells good. Yep, that's great. Actually, it looked like part of it might be slightly burned. I'm not sure. And flip it. Nope, perfect. Perfection. At least in terms of the look. We'll see how it actually tastes since we did it slightly different. So yeah, let's cut these bad boys. And then we'll give you the close-ups and whatnot. Corner to corner. Nice. Corner to corner. Nice. And I need to clean that up because I may use it later. All right, let's go to the close-up cams. All right, not terribly visually impressive, but not bad. So that's the potato chip. You can see the mustard, the cheese, a little bit of the chip layer in there. The beautiful toasting work I did. And then here's a close-up of this, which definitely looks more fried mozzarella-y than before. And that's got some ooey gooey cheese for hopefully an amazing cheese pull thumbnail. What about back here? Does it look cooler back here?
No.
Not really. You can kind of see that chip sticking out, but. All right, I gotta get photos and then we can eat and reveal our thoughts. Okay, Mary took like 20 minutes to fill some water. I'm hungry though, I'm hungry. All right, pick.
Well, no, we have it over
Well,
here.
yeah. Well, you were over there drinking water, so.
Good Lord.
I know, I'm a fussy bee.
He is.
I'm gonna get a good cheese pull out of that mozzarella. I can feel it. Do you want to start with the mustard, American and chip, or you want to start with the mozzarella?
Let's go with American and
Okay.
this one.
Yep. Good. I'm excited for it.
What notes did we have on this one? Or did we have any?
It was just in a close race. Huh.
I think it's mostly the mustard.
Yeah. Like, you can't even really tell the potato chips are there. Maybe we needed a lot more potato chips. It's kind of good once you get in there. But yeah, weird. This might be an easier pick.
Did you just do like a single layer of potato chips?
Well, it said like 8 chips, so yeah, just kind of did a single layer. Future, use more. Just go nuts. All right, let's try this bad boy. Look at that.
Yeah.
Stop. Let's move the thing bar up. Damn, girl.
Jack!
Yeah, honey. Well, it's not for kitties.
First you steal my napkin. Sorry, I couldn't really enjoy my taste.
No, I know.
Cat.
I know. That's a taste funny.
That's one where we both had cheese bubbles better, but.
Yeah, well, I'm just giving myself options. Interesting.
Look at this.
Yeah, that is. Damn. Oh, I even caught some steam coming off of it. Oh, here we go. Oh, I know. I was having trouble making sure it would show up, but once I got your sleeve under it so you could really see the cheese, damn, that's the thumbnail. I don't know. This is okay. I almost feel like I want marinara to dip in it. Now, I'm getting a little bit of the floury texture where we dress, so maybe we weren't supposed to, but the cheese is not very flavorful. both of these, I'm finding both of these slightly underwhelming. I definitely get a little more flavor out of this because you do get that extra, oh, my arm just spazzed. The extra crunch from the chip and the mustard, you get a little more flavor. The cheese is there, but gets a little lost. In a way, it's kind of the battle of subtle grilled cheeses. You know what?
I'm actually digging this one.
The fried one? Yeah, I think it might by a hair, it might be the winner. This is pretty close, but it's subtle, but it's
The thing is, it's despite it being fried cheese and everything, it feels surprisingly light.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're not gonna beat my cheese full.
No, it was still fun. I think with the dredging too, what we might want to do is flour and parm mixture, then egg. Then have a third bowl that's just parm. So you just stick some extra cheese to the outside. I think it got a little overfloured. It's not terrible, but and the flavor of the mozzarella does get nicer as you're eating it. Like you get more flavor from it. Yeah. The potato chips one's good, but could have used more potato chips.
Again, I'm gonna admit, I'm not a huge mustard fan.
There's also that, but I'm a huge mustard fan, so that's probably why it's closer for me than her. Could use pickles on this. Okay.
What I might do is, in your pan there, just go ahead and fry up the rest of that egg and just make a quick scrambled egg.
Do it, man. All right. Hold on, I need. So yeah, I guess. All right. I guess fried mozzarella moves on. I was hoping to be the easier ones, just because it's nice to have easier ones. But yeah, so that's gonna go up against. Actually, hold on. I don't know how to find out. My notes were in my phone, but I realized I can figure it out from the book. That pan has more butter.
Yeah, but I don't want a ton of butter.
Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can tell you what's happening here. You probably already know in the comments, or the viewers that have been following along. Is that Sweet 16? Yeah. So this is going to end up going against the diner style in the tournament in the Elite Eight.
That will actually be a good matchup for that.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's American cheese and mayo, and that's pretty much all that is, and on white. Yeah, I bet you diner style wins. But we'll see. Next time on Tournament of Toasties, 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 Toasties. Did Bane get the job? Can Bane be the new announcer, please, Mary? When your grilled cheese is in ashes, you had the heat turned up too high. Crepe. So that's egg and milk. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I guess that's fine.
I normally do scrambled eggs with milk.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. All right, well, there's your winner. So hopefully you enjoyed that. And I'm gonna put the camera down. We're gonna clean up a little bit and all that, and I'm about done working for the day. I mean, obviously we have more to talk to y'all about, so we'll be after these messages. We will be crashing this plane. Oh! I was trying to show you that Jack, he grabbed my arm. He's like, Daddy. Whoop. Sorry for the butthole. Bye. You know what? I did such a good job loading the dishwasher. I gotta show it off. I managed to get every single piece in here, man. Look at this. I got all the pots and plates and pan lids and cutting boards and everything. Up here's a bit of a jumbled mess, but got all the coffee pots in. I am quite pleased with myself. Even though I was like not getting mad, but I was jokingly being like, Mary, why did you have to run out of butter today? This butter dish is a problem. and we start. And then here, while I got you, if you're curious, here's how these are going. You can't get it to quite focus. So that's the one, this one, well, shoot, I can't. The one closest to my watch band, those two little dots, that's where it kind of accidentally popped the blister right after. That's one that was like a big blister, but it's actually going away. That one's going away. This is the one that really hurt for the longest time, and it's scabbing over, and you know, it's fine now. It's just a little gross looking. And then we had a couple little dots in there you can see, but they're healing up, so. Boiling butter, but it made me a real chef, so now I'm just gonna figure out what to do with this chunk of butter. Anyways, we'll see y'all in a little second. All right, so we're gonna talk a little bit about movies. We kind of forgot we needed to do that. So Mary is preparing the kids' soft foods. I'm probably gonna drive them crazy. Oh, hi, Jack. Hi. Is this what you want?
Oh.
Yeah, he's down here. All right, so you wanna go back over there, buddy? I'm glad I'm wearing a hoodie. Don't scratch off Joe Bob's face, though. This is gonna make this video very difficult. You mind, buddy? You gotta be on my back a little bit. Thank you, bud. I appreciate it, dude. All right, so we'll start with the freshest. We just watched King Richard. Way less depressing than I expected. Because, you know, you think Oscar Best Pictures are gonna be depressing.
Yeah.
Incredibly fun. Tennis has never been so much fun for me.
I still don't know the rules.
Yeah, some of the scoring rules, like how many matches do you have to win, blah, 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 blah. But beautifully acted. Will Smith was amazing. Everybody else, the kids were amazing.
Yeah.
John Bernthal is freaking awesome in this. Very different role than I've ever seen him in.
It's a good look on, too.
It kind of works, yeah. And, you know, I mean, great pace. It's like 2.5 hours, but it's awesome. Like, it really works. We watched it in 4K.
Yep.
And loved it. It was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not my favorite of the Best Pictures yet in terms of being Best Picture, but I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was gonna. So
I think that's a fair assessment.
yeah, recommended. So that's our thoughts on that. Also this week we watched Belfast. Much like King Richard, way less depressing than we were expecting.
Not exactly a romp in the park.
No, right, not exciting sports-wise. Jack was crawling up my hand, and we got Smitty been scratching back there, and but still an epically enjoyable time. You know, sad story in a sense, you know, because of the era of and all that stuff that was happening, but some great performances, and again, really charming. And I feel like, not that it's at all the same movie, but I feel like it'd be a good double feature with Taika Waititi thing. I said it after we watched it.
Jojo Rabbit.
Jojo Rabbit, thank you. Because I think just because of the slight Jojo Rabbit was quirkier, but the kind of quirkiness of the kid and stuff like that, you know, where they can watch them eat the spoon too. Because cute cats gets video views. But yeah, and it's a shorter film, and honestly, I came out of it like, oh, that was awesome. I'm really glad I watched it.
Yeah.
Fun story about that, I had paid the theater at home $20 purchase price, so I guess it wasn't a theater at home because it would have been a rental, but I paid the $20 digital price. And before we got around to watching it, because we didn't watch it the night I bought it, it came out on Blu-ray, and we bought it, and I was like, oh no, I double dipped. But luckily when I bought it, I bought 4K, which it didn't get a 4K release. So I was like, okay, that softens the blow a little bit. But yeah, Belfast was freaking awesome. Again, of the Best Pictures things we've seen, still not my favorite. I think I'm still leaning to West Side Story so far, which is surprising. We still have Tragedy of Macbeth and Coda and Drive My Car. So we've seen 7, I think. That sounds right. We've seen 7 of the Best Pictures, so.
Jesus. I can't remember them all at this point.
Dune, King Richard, Belfast, West Side Story. I can only think of, Licorice Pizza.
Oh, yeah.
That's up there. That's a close second for me. What are the 2 I'm forgetting then? That we've seen. They were good. I thought I would be impressive and do it off the top of my head. Power of the Dog.
Oh, there you go.
One more. Because Power of the Dog is way up there too. That was excellent. Crap. I don't know. But anyways, that's what I thought of Belfast. All right. All right, before we get to the Batman, one last thing. We also watched one of the best foreign film nominees, Lunana, A Yak in the Classroom. Mm-hmm. Beautiful film.
Yeah.
Interesting, fascinating, excellent. Could totally see why it's nominated. Not my favorite, because it doesn't really do anything all that spectacular. Doesn't really teach an interesting lesson. Doesn't, at least for me, it's all subjective. Didn't really have anything all that interesting to say. At times, I felt like the message I thought it was trying to give goes against what I kind of believe. Because it was almost promoting like a peaceful, simpler lifestyle, but then it kind of wasn't, because it's about a guy who has to go teach in the most remote school in the world. Like, it takes 6 days by donkey to get to the school. And he doesn't want to be a teacher anymore, but he's like contractually obligated to the government to do 5 years of service, and it's his last year. So that's kind of the premise.
Yeah.
And again, fascinating. The kids are adorable. They're fantastic in it.
It is kind of interesting to see, you know, that people, you know, still live certain ways in this day and age.
Yeah, because especially if you're just so used to living in modern America kind of stuff, especially slightly more privileged modern America. Hold on, one second, we'll wrap this up and we'll do that.
Kids, that's gonna make you wait.
We're talking about the movie.
I know.
And you just made it. We could have been done by now.
Fine.
But I did enjoy it. But in terms of best foreign film, we still have 3 of those to watch. Actually, I guess we've only watched.
Drive My Car.
Yeah, because Drive My Car's up there as well. All right. Anyway, so the cats don't go crazy. Okay, we'll be back with Batman talk in just a second. All right. So also we saw The Batman. The Batman was amazing. So real quick, my thoughts on it. Sorry, Jonah Ray is replying to me about Mystery Science Theater stuff. My boyfriend Senpai has noticed me. I'm a huge Jonah Ray fan. I love his comedy. I love him on Mystery Science Theater, but I also love his Weird Al pop punk cover record thing. Anyways, so the Batman. Okay, so my thoughts on it. If you've seen the trailers, and again, I'm not spoiling anything, but if you've seen the trailers, then I knew what kind of Batman movie I was getting, and that was the kind of Batman movie I wanted. It was only whether they were going to actually pull it off or not, and for me, they pulled it off 1,010%. It is very much a gritty serial killer thriller set in the Batman world. You could almost say David Fincher directed. I don't want to take away from the actual director, Matt Reeves. I'm just, hyperbole here. So I loved that. I loved every second of it. It wasn't that it dragged, but it does have a slower pace. I get if you're looking for a fun Batman, you ain't gonna find that here. This is year 2 Batman. Not a spoiler. They're promoting that. You need to go in knowing that. And it's the most Batman has ever been. It's the most perfect representation of Gotham for me. Like, it is the Gotham I want and love. It is clear they know and love the video games, and I so accidentally picked the perfect game to be playing Arkham City and then seeing this movie, because there are times in this movie I'm like, I'm mashing the X button, oh, double trigger, So that was really cool. The mystery just keeps me going. Paul Dano's Riddler is amazing. Colin Farrell is unbelievable as the Penguin. It's the most low-key, we've seen it in the trailers, Batmobile we've ever seen, but it might be my favorite Batmobile, and my God, the introduction of the Batmobile is the coolest goddamn introduction of a Batmobile I have ever seen. I love Zoe Kravitz. I fell in love with Zoe Kravitz in this, and I'll take a Catwoman movie. Give me that Catwoman movie in Bloodhaven. I'll watch it. Very, very exciting, and Jim Gordon in this is probably the best Jim Gordon. And mostly because you get a lot of Batman and Jim Gordon. I'm gonna switch just for my arm's sake. And okay, so that was my general take. Sorry, I had to get it all out.
Is there anything left for me to say?
Well, your opinion. Yeah, I mean, your general opinion.
I liked it.
But I mean, like, did you like it? Did you love it? Was it like?
It was really good. Okay, and he said it's slower. Do not confuse slower pace with bad pacing.
Right.
It is actually. It's like 3 hours long. Is that what we came?
Yeah,
up with?
it was just shy of 3 hours. I don't think it feels like it. But.
Didn't check my watch once.
No, the only time I checked my watch was because I was trying to pace a drink, so I didn't go through it before the movie was over, and that came about 2 hours in, because you kind of think things are figured out, and then it's like, there's this much more movie left? Sweet! Because it ain't all figured out. And the more I find out about what they've pulled from and what they're planning, I'm like, yes, please. This is what I need. And I mean, I get it. Maybe you want more fun Batman. I mean, I wanted a more fun DC universe, but if you're going to give me just a straight up Batman thing, I don't need that to be fun. Batman, if I want fun Batman, I'll go watch 66. I just want an accurate...
Batman Forever.
Or Batman and Robin, right. But which I love all those things, but even though Batman Forever is my least favorite Batman movie, it is as good to me as The Dark Knight. I think it's a better Batman film than The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight might be a slightly better film as a film overall. Like, it is neck and neck between those two. I think it's going to be like Last Jedi and Empire Strikes Back for me. It's just going to depend on the day, which is my favorite. And I'm just ready for more. Like, give me a sequel now.
I think this one might be my favorite of the current incarnations, from 2000s on.
I got you, like from Nolan and Snyder and all of that. Yeah, and I love Batfleck. Like, I'm not knocking that, and I do dig what Snyder did, especially once he got his cut. But I would love to see more of that too. Like, and there's no reason we couldn't, if But I mean, I guess if Affleck doesn't want in, I'm not like trying to pressure him or anything. I'm just saying.
And that's not to say there's anything wrong with Batfleck or the Christian Bale Batman. It's just that this movie overall works for me.
Yeah, and I love the way they weaved it, and they have all these major characters, and it doesn't feel bogged down. They figured out how to do multiple villains in the story without it feeling too much of stuff.
And that night, I think one of the reasons why this Jim Gordon might be one of the better Jim Gordons is because he's not chief or commissioner or whatever yet. He is a detective on the ground. Okay,
well, I was going to say, they've had him not be commissioner in other movies, and he earns it, but you're right. What you then said, that it's actually Jim Gordon as an actual detective.
Yeah.
And this is a detective movie.
Yeah, and that actually lets them be a double act to a certain degree.
In a beautiful way. And again, I think, there is some great action in this, but it's probably the least action-y Batman movie. And when you get it, it's like the car chase that you've seen in trailers. Not all of it, but it brought me nerd tears of joy. I sensed her looking over at me during that moment, like, oh, he's really enjoying this, isn't he? Yep. And I was. And we saw it in IMAX and all that, so I freaking loved it. It's I'm just very excited for where we're going with this. Give me all that Batman, because they got it right. Like, I mean, if you're just looking for an accurate adaptation of what Batman comics have been for years now, this is it. And there's nothing I can be like, I'm sure super fans can get in there and nitpick and be like, oh, well, it was gunmetal gray and it should have been silver gray or something, but I don't see anything in this that is not authentic and accurate to a proper Batman and a proper Gotham, and Gotham looks amazing, and yeah. So without getting into spoilers, that's our thought on the goddamn Batman. People are asking today what you think they should call the sequel, and unfortunately they couldn't call it that, but The Goddamn Batman would be a great name for the sequel. And boy, of course we can't do it without spoilers, but boy, we got ideas for, it's the same, go watch the Nerdist videos, things like that. We're on board with that. That's what we want to see the trilogy be. There you go. That's how we can get around spoilers. Just be like, what they say in those videos is what we, in general, agree we want. I mean, plus some other cool things could be very cool, but I can't say them because by saying what we want to see in the other things, then they aren't in this thing, and that's technically a spoiler. So, okay, that's that. I'm going to let Mary watch a little YouTube while the cats feed. Oh, God, the cats are almost
pretty much done.
And when she goes to bed, I'll go do the video game talk and wrap up the vlog. See you in a minute. All right, so let's talk about video games before we get out of here. Oh, God, what are we talking about? We did some Game Pass. What was this? What is this date? Whatever, Game Pass rewards has been kind of crappy this month. Like, they take away a couple of dailies. They gave you less points for dailies. The game choices they've been given on weeklies are But I have played a few things. Let's run through that real fast, and then I'll talk about the cool stuff I do want to talk about. Crap, I've done a thing. Did I not hit? Oh, that's okay. It's okay. That I can still do. I thought I forgot to do something. I'm still good. So, let's see. We did a little Terraria. I've played that before on the Switch. It's not my jam. Rainbow Six, again, it's not my jam. It takes too much patience. I like shooters. I don't like tactical shooters. I don't want to play it out. I just want to run and gun. Max Curse of the Brotherhood I finally played a little bit, and I would love to actually play some more of that. That was pretty fun. I had never gotten around to it. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, I just opened it. I played it a little bit on my Switch and really loved that. And then what do we got in the monthlies? Dragon Age Inquisition is just not going to be for me. It's too deep for my tastes. I've got other games I'd rather play. So I did just a few minutes of these just to get my rewards things. I use a YouTube channel called Reward Hunter. So a lot of times that just helps me get through certain games I want to play a little faster. Greedfall, this is monthly, so we may have talked about it. Greedfall wasn't for me. Wasteland 2, Director's Cut, I already deleted. It's like, those just, they might be good games. They might be great games for other people. They weren't for me. Again, for points, I played a little more Injustice 2. I do love that game. That's actually a pretty awesome game. So I probably actually need to go ahead and buy an Xbox version of that. I think I have it on my PlayStation, but you know me right now, everything's Xbox because I care about my gamer score there. But, did I do anything else? I played some more Far Cry. I've had more of a blast with that one. I met a lady that I shot, a soldier, enemy soldier. I shot 3 times with a tank before she died. It's ridiculous. I have the clip. It's amazing. I watch guys jump out of their boats and go walk and drown themselves at sea. Like, sometimes it's ridiculously off, but in the most enjoyable, amazing ways. I still need to deal with this, by the way. Yeah, of course, so I still love the hell out of that. Of course, I'm playing Batman for the channel, loving the hell out of that. At this point, as of now, I have 4 more episodes of that to record, and I have all of March done, except for some trailers and vlogs and Patreon songs, but I'll have most of that done tomorrow. Not the trailers or the vlogs, but so that's really, really cool. I had been like, we'll get into that another time. It's not today. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so the only other game I can really tell you about that I'm excited for, I was nervous about, I was on the fence with, but not anymore. I'm excited to go play some when I'm finished with this. But I did end up pre-ordering WWE 2K22. So if you know, I was into wrestling. I've gone through periods of being in and out of wrestling for a little bit, and I kind of wanted to get back into it lately. And, you know, I was trying to watch all the WWE because I have Peacock, and I'm like, well, if I'm going to get the pay-per-views for free. And then all my mutant family friends were always talking about AEW, so I started watching a bunch of that, and then I fell back off it. And my thoughts there are, to each their own, love what you love. I'm just throwing out my tastes. I still prefer WWE because I find the characters to be, and the stories to be more interesting. I do think the wrestling is better on AEW. I think that part of it is more exciting, the actual matches, the technicality of what they're doing. But I get more invested in the stories and the characters going on at WWE. And some of that may just also be because I'm not watching every single minute of it because there's way too much of it. And I could see how they kind of get repetitive. But really digging that. So I kind of been wanting to play a wrestling game for a long time because back in the day, I loved playing some of the early like SmackDown on PlayStation. I still have that. My roommate wanted to be a wrestler and we had our own characters recreated. And, you know, we're trying to run like that whole season mode. And this was back when like you couldn't do things with people online and the games are so much more interesting now. So recently, because it was like on Game Pass, I tried some, and I bought it for Switch too, which was a mistake. But WWE 22 or 2K19. And, you know, I feel everybody's pain. I think for me, the wrestling system was like just too deep and overly complicated for what they were trying to do. I love the redesigned system for 2K22. It's still fairly simple. You can go in there and be simple with it, or you can get more detailed, but you don't have to. So I really appreciate that. And, you know, I think that it's so much more fun. And I did the pre-order to get so I got 3 days early access because it's not technically out till this vlog is. And I wanted the NWO pack, honestly. You know, I was never a big NWO fan, or NWO, yeah, because like I rooted against them essentially, but I just had to have that. And I tell you what, it was expensive, but it's already been well worth the price, and I can tell it's going to be even more so because, like I said, I am loving the controls, and that's the best part. It feels fun to do this. The bonus, and I haven't even touched on everything in this game yet. I'm just scratching the surface. Is I found out about my faction, I guess. That's what I learned about yesterday, and that could be dangerous for me, but because that is almost a little bit of a play to win. Now, don't get me wrong, this is just one corner of the game. There's like 6 corners in this game, maybe. So this may be slightly turned off to some of you, but this works for me. And because I got the pre-order bonuses, I got some sweet ass emerald cards and stuff. So you're kind of collecting collector cards, like digital versions of collectible cards. But what it is there's daily challenges, weekly challenges, rewards. You can upgrade the card to make that character more powerful by doing so many things over time, like get 50 light strikes and things like that. And you can have 5 men, 5 women, and that's your team. You play these matches with those characters, and you earn more, and you upgrade, and you try to collect all the cards. The collector in me loves that. And of course you earn points in like, you know, VC or whatever and the other monetary currency, and you can get packs, but it's going to take you a while to do that. Or you can pay for packs. That's where it gets a little, it's kind of cool, but it's kind of not. Like, certainly there are people that will have problems with that, like gambling problems with that, because it's like the soccer games or whatever that I've seen. As far as I can tell, I'm not an expert in this by any means. But even now, I'm like, I could drop 20 bucks and you'll get like 10 packs. But I don't want to do that all the time. I'm only thinking that just in the beginning to widen out my options for my faction. I might actually do that tonight. I've got like $91 in store credit right now. That's not even from my points. I've just, every time I go out every week now with my dad, I go to GameStop, because if you buy, like, I'm a pro member, and if I buy like Xbox gift cards there, I get points at GameStop for those purchases. Then I put the cards on my Xbox, and then when I spend those gift cards, I get the rewards points as well. So I'm just maximizing my my money. No, I probably should. Well, I shouldn't say this. I'll just say, everybody wish us luck Friday. Okay, so the other thing but the most amazing thing about WWE 2K22 is showcase mode. I need this. I need this so bad. I haven't gotten into custom character stuff yet. I want to do that, but showcase mode, I'm not even the biggest Rey Mysterio fan, and I'm becoming one because of this. That is, I never would have considered this as like the way you do a story mode on a wrestling game. I need more of it. I love it. It's like you're watching wrestling, playing wrestling, and enjoying a great wrestling documentary all at the same time, because it's so cool what they do. They have Rey Mysterio in interviews and like in character, and he's telling you the history like of certain feuds, and like you're basically going to play some of his legendary matches. And what's awesome is they set it up with all the drama and him telling like the character stories, like in character, like, and I really needed to do this night, and I knew he was my brother, but we had, you know, that kind of stuff. And it'll show you like footage from the original match, and then like practically seamlessly fade into the actual video game of that match. And then you have like objectives, and if you hit the objectives, once you hit a certain one, it puts you back in and fades back into the video and more drama to show you more of that match. And then you come back and you kind of live through the whole match. You can beat them early, end it soon. You won't get all the points. You don't get to unlock all the things, and then you're unlocking characters and costumes and stuff like that. And it's seamless and beautiful. And I'm like, I need more of that. I need so much more of that. Like, I want like a Hogan version. I want an Ultimate Warrior version. Give me a Macho Man version if you can. You know, I mean, The Rock, like, just, and it's not even like entire character histories. It's just certain through lines of feuds and stuff. And I'm like, yes, please. That is the future of WWE games for me. Plus, you know, I mean, just random matches and stuff are fun. And I really do want to get into the character creation mode. And I'm hearing that's a whole other story mode of game. I feel like again, I'm scratching the surface. This is very early day review for me, and I don't have a lot of the recent history to hold it against, but I feel like they're really over-delivering this time because the last game had such poor reception. But I love what they're doing, and I'm really excited to get in there and play some more, and I can't wait to hopefully eventually unlock Alexa Bliss. I think there's a version of her in there, but I mean, like, I want her card for my faction and stuff. Anyways, so that's my thoughts on that. Very excited about it. Very excited to go play some more. And then after I get my 4 Batmans in, we start up Resident Evil 4 for the channel, so that's going to be cool too. And then they just announced, before I finished the segment, they just announced Ninja Turtles collection. All the NES, SNES, and Game Boy games, basically. Tournament Fighters, arcade game, the original game, Turtles in Time, all that and more. All platforms, all in one awesome collection. With save states and rewind states. I'm buying that for every system. I need it digital on my Switch for on the go, probably physical too. And I definitely want it on my Xbox. And at that point, it's Turtles, baby. I'm gonna get it for the PlayStation. I want to play it everywhere. I'm that kind of guy, you know. Turtles, Resident Evil, Mario, those. Now, Far Cry, because goddamn Far Cry. Anyways, that's my video game stuff. Let me do this. Hold on. All right, so I guess that's it. We're gonna wrap this up. The only wedding update I have, super easy. Again, I just got too busy with stuff, but basically, we're gonna do a check and we're gonna sign a physical contract instead of doing it all digitally. Just a little bit easier to, ooh, that's cool, to hold in our records. So we're gonna do that. We got the mailing list today. I'm gonna print off the contract tomorrow. We'll get that out. That's the wedding update. But now I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you, everybody. Hopefully you've enjoyed this vlog. A little shorter than the 3.5 hour last time. No more burns today. But it was a success, and we're gonna do more, and we're gonna have fun doing it, and I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the Obi-Wan views, by the way, too. It's like, what, it's been 8 hours, and I've gotten like almost 8,000 views on it. That's pretty awesome. Pretty excited about that. And most overall positive. You still get some of the chumps in there, like with the consume stuff, who I even call out in the trailer, and clearly they aren't watching that part. But I know how those people operate. They just see it. It's like, I'm just going to go shit on this guy. They don't even know what the fuck, but who cares? Clicks, baby. But yeah. Some of them I feel bad for it too. Like the people are like, oh, this just makes me want a war. It's like, really? You might need therapy, bro. I hope they find the help and happiness they need. I honestly do, because people like that they have to be living incredibly miserable existences. There's just people who aren't miserable don't spend their time shitting on strangers on the internet. It's that simple. You only do that if you're miserable. And trust me, I know I have my moments of being upset and mad about stuff, and I want to shit on somebody when that happens, and I have to just remind myself that that's not a healthy reaction. Don't do that. We all do, you know. You just gotta remember, check your emotions when you need to. Sometimes it's fine to let them free. You gotta find time to let them free too. Like if I'm alone and a Star Wars trailer comes out and I want to be emotional, no harm in that. All right. Yeah. Anyways. Love it. Love y'all. I'm going to get out of here. So comment below. Let me know any suggestions or thoughts on cooking, feedback, movies. Mikey P, we will get to Last Night in Soho at some point. We've been dying to see it, but we're trying to get all the Oscar movies, and I'm desperately falling behind. And after that Obi-Wan trailer, Mary has not seen any of Rebels, so we're going to go through all of that in the next couple of months. I'm excited for that rewatch. I got to really up my Inquisitor knowledge, because I know, but I don't know them as well as I should. All right. Comment below, let me know, geek out in the comments, love to hear what you have to say. Other than that, you can click the thumbs up button, give me the good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. And remember that we will get through this. We will get through this together. I like the spinning camera angle. Check out my music anywhere you listen to music. Just look up TheEricButts, high energy pop punk like old school Green Day. You'll probably dig it. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Try it. You like it. If you've got a music service, it ain't going to cost you anything more to listen to it. And of course, check the links in the description below for more content and more ways to support the channel. And on that note, I gotta get out of here because I gotta go play some WWE 2K22, y'all. I'll see you all later. Riddle me this.